One Piece, 10 Devil Fruits that can counter the Kamehameha. The Kamehameha is an iconic technique from Dragon Ball, but there are a few devil fruits from the One Piece universe that can counter it. One Piece has been around for more than 20 years, and over the course of its run, it has introduced a lot of unique devil fruit powers. People who eat devil fruits have to deal with some harsh realities. But many of them would consider their special power to be a fair trade. Zoan-type devil fruits allow their users to transform into animals, while Logia types give their users the power of a natural element. Paramecia types offer a wide range of abilities. The Dragon Ball franchise has been around even longer, and it features a lot of exciting fight scenes. Many of those fights involve Goku. And he almost always uses the Kamehameha in battle. This iconic finishing move is an explosive beam of ki energy, and there are actually a few devil fruits that can counter it to some degree. 10. The Kamehameha wouldn't be able to hit someone with the Rumble fruit. The Skypiea arc is arguably the most underrated part of One Piece's story, but it did introduce fans to Enel. The former god of Skypiea possesses the power of the Rumble fruit, a Logia-type devil fruit that allows him to create, manipulate, and transform into lightning. If a Kamehameha were fired at Enel, it would pass straight through him because the Rumble fruit turns his body into intangible electricity. The fruit also gives him the ability to travel at lightning speed, which means that he can easily dodge a Kamehameha. 9. The Op fruit can stop the Kamehameha in multiple ways. The Op fruit provides one of the weirdest devil fruit powers in the series, but it's also quite useful and powerful. This Paramecia devil fruit allows Law to create a spherical space, and he can then manipulate the physical configuration and orientation of anything inside of it. If a Kamehameha is fired at Law, he can use the Op fruit to swap places with the person firing it. The devil fruit can also sever the hands of the person charging up the Kamehameha, which means that it can stop the powerful ki blast before it is even fired. 8. The Mirror fruit can absorb reflect attacks. Brûlé may not be One Piece's smartest villain, but her devil fruit can be problematic. The mirror fruit allows its user to create mirrors that are capable of shielding and absorbing attacks. Those attacks can then be reflected back toward the enemy. Depending on the actual strength of the Kamehameha, the mirror fruit should be able to absorb it without much difficulty. The mirrors also act like portals that lead to a special pocket dimension. This means that the user can enter this dimension to avoid the Kamehameha. 7. The mythical Phoenix fruit can heal injuries. Mythical Zoan devil fruits are extremely rare, and the Phoenix model is especially useful. This fruit allows the user to transform into a fiery blue phoenix, which means that they can simply fly around to avoid the Kamehameha since it usually travels in a straight line. What really makes this devil fruit stand out, though, is its healing factor, as the user is capable of healing most injuries through rapid regeneration. As long as the user is not hit by the full Kamehameha, this devil fruit should be able to heal the ki blast's damage. 6. The Revive fruit can counter the Kamehameha in a certain way. In most cases, the Kamehameha kills whoever it hits, and those individuals usually stay dead unless they get resurrected by the Dragon Balls. In One Piece, though, there is a devil fruit that can bring its user back to life. It is called the Revive fruit, and it can only resurrect its user once. All the user needs to do is make sure their body is not completely destroyed by the Kamehameha, and they will eventually come back to life. The Kamehameha is meant to be a finishing move, but the Revive fruit negates the attack's desired outcome. 5. the barrier fruit can withstand a lot of damage. One of the simplest ways to stop a ranged attack like the Kamehameha is to block it, and that is exactly what the barrier fruit can do. This devil fruit allows its user to create physical barriers that can protect them from the front or back, and these barriers are known for their defensive power. It is not clear how much damage these barriers can actually endure. But they should be able to stop a Kamehameha fired by a weaker character like Master Roshi. The user might also be able to use their barrier to reflect the Kamehameha back at their opponent. 4. The sparkle fruit should be able to withstand a Kamehameha. Jozu is quite possibly the most durable character in all of One Piece because he possesses the sparkle fruit. This Paramecia devil fruit allows its user to transform their body into diamond, and under normal circumstances, it makes the user impervious to ranged and melee attacks. A Kamehameha is capable of destroying the moon. So a blast should be able to break through the user's diamond skin. The diamond layer may break, but it should provide the user with enough defense to survive a Kamehameha hit. 3. The glint fruit allows the user to move at the speed of light. Joining the Marines definitely has its perks, but one of the harsh realities associated with the organization is the fact that Marines are expected to fight powerful pirates. This is fine for someone like Kizaru, who possesses the glint fruit, a Logia-type fruit that allows him to create, manipulate, and transform into light. Like any Logia, the glint fruit allows its user to become intangible, so a Kamehameha should pass straight through the user's body. The user can also move at the speed of light, which means they can easily avoid a Kamehameha. 2. The slow fruit can slow the Kamehameha significantly. Under normal circumstances, a Kamehameha would obliterate someone like Foxy, but his devil fruit should allow him to escape unharmed. He ate the slow fruit, allowing him to produce microscopic atoms that slow down anything they touch for 30 seconds. A Kamehameha tends to travel incredibly fast, but if it gets hit by the slow fruit's atoms, it will most likely be slowed down to the point that the user will have enough time to jump out of the way of the blast. 1. The dark fruit should be able to absorb it. Blackbeard is one of One Piece's strongest and most selfish characters. He possesses the power of the dark fruit, a Logia type that allows him to create and control darkness. Unlike other Logia though, this one does not make the user intangible. There are anime characters who can definitely beat Blackbeard, but none of them should be able to do it with a Kamehameha. The dark fruit essentially turns its user into a black hole, which is why they are capable of absorbing physical matter and attacks. This means that the fruit should be able to absorb any Kamehameha.